So a while ago, I was invited to join a huge art YouTuber project consisting of 18 art YouTubers, where we each had to create a gym leader, create a gym badge, and our very own original Pokemon. This was all to be part of our very own region, the Arttuber region. And if you've never played the Pokemon games before, Pokemon gyms are pretty much the boss battles of Pokemon games, with gym leaders being the strongest trainers in the gym. Each region has its own gym leaders, which usually totals around 8, but the Arttuber region has 18, which is obviously bigger than 8. So when time came, we all chose our respective types and got to work. Before we continue, I just want to say that this whole thing was possible because of the amazing artist Finnutica, who arranged this whole collab and being patient with a lot of us through the creation and the ups and downs of this project. So make sure you follow them on everything, links will be in the description. Since I got ground type, the immediate thought that came to my mind is that I should probably draw a miner. But the concept felt a bit too generic and I really wanted to challenge myself on how creative I could get, so I came up with 2 more ideas. A desert dweller and a jeweler. A shaving conniving jeweler sounded way too fun not to draw, so I went with that. This is probably the only time I'll ever get to talk about my drawing process on this channel because I mostly do story times, so expect me to take full advantage of that. While drawing this guy, I like the idea of how the other gym leaders would interact with someone like this. Most of the other artists made their gym leader similar to themselves or like really wholesome, but then you have me in the corner making a guy that will definitely tell you to buy his crypto. I even came up with the idea of making it that most of the gym leaders are forced to do business with my character because most of the gym badges are made out of precious stones, so they'll need the help of a jeweler to supply them with it. Combine that with the scammy nature of my character and we have a recipe for chaos. Also, I'm getting tired of calling my character, so let's just call him a miss because he never misses. Hey! I don't really know how to do speed paint commentary, I've never done it before, but I really enjoyed drawing the hair. You'll see eventually why I drew the hair dreaded out like this. But yeah, I gave him one of those, I don't know what they're really called, those monocle looking things that jewelers wear, as well as jeweler gloves and a bunch of other things and a bunch of cool little details that if you've watched the channel for a long time you'll probably catch. And voila, this is Amis, the ground type gym leader of the Arttuber region. When drawing Amis, my number 1 rule was to make him look as smug as possible, and I think I did a pretty good job. When it came down to his colors, I just borrowed some colors from other ground type trainers I saw, and because I watched a lot of Arcane Season 2, you can kinda sorta see it. But enough about that because boom, gym badge. I don't really have that much to say or show because number 1, it's just a gym badge with a logo that is all over my channel, and number 2, I lost the gym badge speed paint footage. So yeah, onto my very first original Pokemon. This was my first ever time drawing an original Pokemon. I really am not that great at drawing animals, so trying to make a whole Pokemon was really struggling to me. I really tried to make it look as close to the Pokemon art style as I possibly could, which looking back at it could have been a mistake. Maybe I should have just leaned into my own art style to help me out here, but you live and you learn. I actually struggled quite a bit during the idea phase because I was doing it digitally and I draw on my phone, so I have to like do rough drafts with my finger, and that's always been a bit of a iffy spot with me. Like sometimes I can do it no problem, but if it requires me to draw something that I'm not absolutely comfortable with, it is extremely hard to draw that with my finger. So I decided to shift from digital to traditional and draw the rough draft on page and paper and then translate it into digital. I wanted to make Amis's ace Pokemon to be just as mischievous as he can be and also help him if he ever needs to go to the mines, and what better animal to base it off than a mole, nature's miners. These little swoop things just make me really happy, so I just put them there anyways. With the color scheme, I just went, and here we go, some little finishing touches. The droll that is definitely not from Gurren Lagann, and boom, here we have Simol and Carmine.
Simol, the shovel Pokemon. Simals are rare to find because they are always burrowed underground. Despite being underground, they don't dig well and rely on already dug out burrows and or caves to keep safe from sunlight. But even though they're not very good diggers, they'll always dig deep for fun and hoard any jewels they find. Kaminer, the drill Pokemon. Kaminer is a very bash and bravado-filled Pokemon, constantly challenging other Pokemon to digging competitions. They are extremely prideful of their digging abilities and use their abilities to make burrows for Simals since they can't dig well. They are extreme jewel hoarders and are known to snatch shiny things like gym badges.
Okay, that's enough Gurren Lagann references. 3 months, 0 uploads on a fully monetized and overperforming 4,000 subscriber YouTube channel, and the first thing this man wants to talk about is Pokemon. Pokemon! Well, to be fair, Pokemon's kinda trending right now. I mean, the new games just got announced.
Okay, mi gente. Blah 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 blah.
Except for alligator, because you know, we stand for alligator. Yeah, I don't care about no Feraligatr. Where the frick have you been? Oh yeah, that. Yeah, a lot of things happened. I mean, I almost quit YouTube at one point. But all of that will be explained in the next video. That will come out pretty soon. So please be patient till then. Final thoughts, I had a lot of fun doing this challenge. It felt really good leaving my comfort zone for once to make this a reality. So again, thank you Finnutica for accepting me into the challenge and everyone else that participated and made this a bit more fun. Make sure to check everyone else's vids on their channels, links will be in the description. New video explaining a lot of stuff coming really soon. Join the community by joining the Discord, follow my Bluesky/Twitter, that's an order, follow my Instagram, that's a suggestion, and yeah, a bit short, but that's all I have to say. See you next week.